with us on the Fox News channel. Thank you all for your service. Somebody who's been with us for off and on 10 years is Michelle Malkin, who has made the long trip from Colorado to be with us today.
Good job.
You didn't know you were going to get sprayed with confetti, did you?
No. Don't tell me I have to wrestle any alligators.
Not anymore, no.
We have a bear.
Yeah. Elephants and donkeys, that's what I'll stick to.
All right, you know what's a little bit easier? Well, actually, could be a little bit more dangerous. Let's talk politics. Let's talk the economy. Let's talk about the newest thing to come out of the administration, and that is the Buffett tax, essentially.
Yeah.
Let's take the Warren Buffetts of the world. They say they're not paying enough money. Warren says he's not paying enough money. So let's start upping taxes on the rich.
Well, I think, first of all, a lot of us were relieved that they weren't talking about a buffet tax. But like everything that's come out of this administration, there's nothing new about this. It's just another repackaged alternative minimum tax, another punitive tax on the rich. And like everything else that's come out of the White House, of course, they're not giving us any specifics about what exactly the rate would be. Proposal. I think that we should have an Obama campaign finance donor tax. Of course, because if you tax things, you get less of it. And all of the millionaires and billionaires that have supported this administration, you think, would have a little bit of buyer's remorse now. But this is not going to fly. Of course, it's dead in the water.
No
and I think
chance it'll pass.
The one thing that troubles me about it is that it seems like you're comparing apples and oranges, because Warren Buffett uses the example of that he pays a lower tax on capital gains than his secretary and the middle class. But those are two different things: capital gains and then federal income tax that you pay just for having a job.
Right. And not only that, of course, the whole idea of a millionaire's tax is a misnomer, because under the Democrat definition, we're talking about non-wealthy people who are earning, say, $250,000 or more. And of course, this all comes at a time when people outside of Washington understand that if you're going to encourage more capital, encourage more risk-taking, encourage more investment, this is exactly the wrong way to do it.
Paul Ryan was on Fox News Sunday yesterday with our friend Chris Wallace, and he was talking about what this is, and that is class warfare. Watch.
Class warfare, Chris, may make for really good politics, but it makes for rotten economics. If you tax something more, Chris, you get less of it. If you tax job creators more, you get less job creation. If you tax investment more, you get less investment.
Class warfare?
Absolutely. Like I said, if you want to talk about millionaires and billionaires, let's talk about all of those Obama bundlers who've been siphoning off all of the stimulus money for bankrupt companies. And in any case, if Warren Buffett wants to pay more taxes, there's nothing stopping him. There's a Treasury Department website for people to voluntarily give more money. It's not doing very well. And on top of that, of course, Berkshire Hathaway, his company, owes at least $1 billion in back taxes. Why don't we start there?
They say they're straightening that out. Not many people here have heard about the day of rage on Wall Street and around the country. The day of rage to rise up and speak out against the wealthy. How did that go yesterday?
It was a massive day of fail, is what they're calling it. They had tried to summon 20,000 grievance mongers to come and occupy Wall Street. Apparently, they want to set up tents there and stay a couple of months. They have nothing better to do. Of course, they're all Soros subsidized, so they can afford to do something like that.
They got maybe 1,000 people.
Maybe,
They want lots more. Before you go, since Fox News Channel is marking 15 years in business, how has it changed America?
Well, you know, I always take that left-wing bumper sticker, celebrate diversity. And when I think of Fox News Channel, that's what I think of, because 15 years ago, I was a columnist at the Seattle Times, and it was still a very liberal-dominated monopoly in the news business.
Right.
And so much has changed as a result of the existence of this channel.
Now
I'm very
people get
grateful.
both sides.
That's exactly right. So grateful to be a part of the family.
It's been great to have you.
You bet.
Thank you for making the trip.
Thank you.
We appreciate it.
Oh, my honor and pleasure. And woo, I got a lot of